In this video, I'm going to be doing the work inside and behind the walls in preparation for putting on the new drywall. The wood on the ceiling around the skylight has some discoloration from some surface mold. Otherwise, it's still in good condition. So I'm spraying some Zinsser mold blocking primer. I'm not getting complete coverage, but I think it'll do a good job for treating those areas. Now I'm putting in the new framing for the skylight. This is the wood that's going to be holding up the drywall. I'm also going to be moving the exhaust fan from the ceiling underneath the skylight to inside the skylight. I think that'll do a better job of removing the moisture. So that's what that horizontal blocking is for, is to hold the exhaust fan. Now you can see in the roof there that there's two cutouts for vents. The one on the left is a roof vent to vent the attic. And then the one on the right is where the vent for the exhaust fan was. But as you can see, when they re-roofed this house, for whatever reason, the roofers didn't put in the exhaust fan vent. They only put in the attic vent. So the exhaust fan actually wound up venting into the attic, which isn't good. So I wanted to get the exhaust fan exhausting outside, but I didn't want to cut a new hole. I decided to route the exhaust out that vent hole to the left. And this is the setup that I came up with. Now the attic does have other vent locations, so it should be good to go. Something I noticed after I took out the drywall in the skylight is that the glass for the skylight is actually larger than the framed opening, and that 2x4 wood framing for the skylight was getting charred by the light from the sun hitting the glass and then magnifying onto the wood. So I decided to use some roofing silicone to fill in the gap between the 2x4s and the glass for the skylight to prevent any future heating of that wood. Now what I'm doing is I'm using some spray foam to fill in the gaps in the framing from the inside of the skylight to the attic area. Now I'm putting in new baffles for the lower attic vents. Previously there was some cardboard shoved in there and the insulation was up against the cardboard. This 1x board that I'm putting in is going to be the piece that holds up the drywall for the ceiling. And this is to replace the scrap boards that they used for that purpose. Here I'm putting in foam insulation between the 1x boards. While I have the walls opened up, I'm going to be placing some blocking in the areas where I plan to attach items to the wall, such as a towel rack, a towel shelf, and a medicine cabinet. That way I have wood that I can screw to without having to use drywall anchors. Then I installed some rock wool soundproofing insulation inside the wall cavities. That's to reduce the noise coming from the bathroom and also the noise between the rooms that are on either side of the bathroom. Here I'm replacing the nail protection plates in the areas where they were rusting. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a good one and take it easy.